Stoicism, an ancient philosophical school founded in Athens by Zeno of Citium in the early 3rd century BC, teaches the development of self-control and fortitude as a means of overcoming destructive emotions. Stoics believe that virtue is the only true good, and that we must align our will with the natural order of the universe. This alignment, coupled with a rational understanding of what is within our control and what is not, leads to tranquility and resilience in the face of life's challenges. The Stoic path is not an easy one. It demands discipline, a willingness to face uncomfortable truths, and the courage to embrace the hardships of life as opportunities for growth. The harsh truths of Stoicism are not meant to dishearten us, but to strengthen our resolve and sharpen our perspective on what truly matters. These truths strip away illusions and force us to confront reality as it is, not as we wish it to be. By embracing these lessons, we can cultivate a deeper sense of inner peace, resilience, and purpose. In this lesson, we will explore 15 harsh Stoic truths that can transform your life if you have the courage to accept them. These truths are not gentle or comforting, but they are powerful. They challenge our assumptions, confront our weaknesses, and push us toward a life of greater virtue and fulfillment. 1. Life is unpredictable and uncontrollable. One of the foundational tenets of Stoicism is the acceptance of the unpredictability and uncontrollability of life. We cannot control the events that happen to us, only how we respond to them. This truth, though harsh, liberates us from the illusion of control and encourages us to focus on our reactions, the one thing truly within our power. 2. You are not entitled to anything. Entitlement is a dangerous mindset that can lead to disappointment and resentment. Stoicism teaches that the world owes us nothing. Everything we receive is a gift, not a guarantee. This perspective fosters gratitude and humility, and prevents us from being consumed by desires and expectations. 3. Pain and suffering are inevitable. Pain and suffering are inescapable aspects of the human experience. The Stoics believe that instead of avoiding or fearing them, we should accept them as opportunities for growth. By embracing suffering, we build resilience and develop the strength to face life's challenges with courage. 4. Death is a constant companion. The Stoics emphasize the importance of contemplating death regularly, a practice known as memento mori, remember you must die. This harsh truth reminds us of the impermanence of life and the importance of living fully and authentically. By acknowledging our mortality, we can prioritize what truly matters and live with greater intentionality. 5. You are responsible for your own happiness. Happiness is not something that can be found in external circumstances, but must be cultivated from within. Stoicism teaches that we are responsible for our own happiness by choosing how we interpret and respond to the events of our lives. This truth empowers us to take control of our inner state and not be at the mercy of external factors. 6. You cannot control others. No matter how much we might wish otherwise, we cannot control the actions, thoughts, or feelings of others. Stoicism teaches us to focus on our own behavior and reactions instead of trying to change or manipulate others. This truth frees us from unnecessary frustration and helps us maintain peace in our relationships. 7. Expectations are the root of disappointment. When we have unrealistic or unfulfilled expectations, we set ourselves up for disappointment and suffering. Stoicism encourages us to approach life with a mindset of acceptance, recognizing that things may not always go as we hope. By releasing expectations, we can reduce unnecessary pain and maintain equanimity. 8. Life is short, and time is precious. Time is the most valuable resource we have, and it is finite. Stoics urge us to use our time wisely, focusing on what truly matters and avoiding distractions. This harsh truth serves as a reminder to live with purpose and urgency, making the most of every moment. 9. Success and failure are fleeting. Both success and failure are temporary and do not define our worth. Stoicism teaches that we should not be overly attached to either, but instead maintain a balanced perspective. By viewing success and failure as transient, we can remain grounded and resilient regardless of our external circumstances. 10. You are not as important as you think. Ego is a common stumbling block in life. Stoicism teaches humility by reminding us that we are just one small part of a vast universe. This truth helps us keep our egos in check and prevents us from becoming consumed by self-importance or arrogance. 11. You are not immune to adversity. No one is exempt from hardship. The Stoics believed that adversity is a natural part of life and that it should be embraced as an opportunity for growth. This truth reminds us to be prepared for challenges and to approach them with resilience and grace. 12. You are going to die, and so is everyone you love. This truth is perhaps the most difficult to accept, but it is also one of the most liberating. By acknowledging the inevitability of death, we can cherish the time we have with our loved ones and live more fully. Stoicism teaches us to confront the reality of death with courage and to find peace in the knowledge that it is a natural part of life. 13. Most of what you worry about will never happen. Worrying about the future is a common human tendency, but it is often a waste of time and energy. The Stoics teach that most of our fears are unfounded, and that we should focus on the present moment instead of being consumed by what might happen. This truth encourages us to let go of unnecessary anxiety and live with greater peace of mind. 14. You cannot change the past. The past is unchangeable, and dwelling on it only leads to regret and suffering. Stoicism teaches that we should accept the past as it is and focus on what we can do in the present to create a better future. This truth helps us release the burden of regret and move forward with clarity and purpose. 15. Emotions are not facts. Emotions are powerful, but they are not always accurate reflections of reality. Stoicism teaches that we should not be ruled by our emotions, but instead use reason to guide our actions. This truth helps us maintain control over our emotional responses and make decisions based on logic and wisdom. The 15 harsh truths of Stoicism are not easy to accept, but they offer profound insights into the nature of life and the human condition. By confronting these truths head-on, we can strip away the illusions that cause unnecessary suffering and embrace a more authentic, fulfilling way of living. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what is within our control, our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, and to let go of what is not. It encourages us to live with integrity, humility, and resilience, and to find peace in the midst of life's challenges. These truths remind us that life is unpredictable, that we will face adversity, and that we are not as important or as rational as we might like to believe. But they also remind us that we are stronger than we think, that we have the power to shape our reality, and that true happiness comes from within. By embracing these harsh truths, we can cultivate the inner strength and wisdom needed to navigate the complexities of life with grace and purpose. We can let go of unrealistic expectations, accept the impermanence of all things, and focus on living a life of virtue. In doing so, we can find a deeper sense of peace, fulfillment, and resilience, and live a life that is truly aligned with the principles of Stoicism.